Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, fine, safe inside your homes. So, today we are going to start with chapter 4 in history, that is, what books and burials tell us. So, let us begin. So, it is all about people in the past, people in the earlier times. So, there were several ways of describing people. So, there are two groups which were being described in their work, the priests, and sometimes they were called as Brahmins. So, who preferred various rituals, and the Rajas. So, this is how we can describe the people in two categories, that is priests and Brahmins, and also the people who believed in rituals, in following the rituals. So, this is just an introduction about people, where what people used to be like, how we can actually describe them. So, two words were used to describe the people or the community as a whole. One of the word was Jana, 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 which we still use in Hindi and other languages. And the other was Vish, Vish. The word Vaishya comes from Vish. So, the word Vaishy, that is Vaishya, that comes from the Vish. So, sometimes the people who compose the hymns describe themselves as Aryas and call their opponents as Dasas or the Taisus. So, the people who compose hymns, that is, they are making their own hymns, they call themselves as Aryas. So, this is the name they have given to themselves, that is Aryas, and their opponents. Opposite to it, we have Dasas or the Dasyus. After that, now we have Megalith. Now, what is a megalith? A megalith, it is a large stone or the stones used to make a big structure or monument. What is megalith? Megalith is a large stone. It is a very big stone or stones which are used to make a large structure or monument. The process of erecting megaliths began around 3000 years ago. So here we are talking about history, as in we are talking something which is more than around 3000 years ago. So we didn't even know what the world was like 3000 years ago. So we are talking about your megalith, which is a large stone or stones which were used to make the big structure or a big monument. So the process of erecting megaliths, how they were actually erecting it, how that stone happened to be there. So that was that had begun for around 300 years ago. Now, something more we will study about megalith. The dead were buried in those megaliths along with the various things such as pots known as black and red ware, tools and weapons made of iron, gold ornaments, skeleton of horses, etc. So the dead, that is all those people who were dead, they were buried in various pots such as say black and red ware, tools and weapons. So these were the people, when they were dead, they were buried in the megaliths. So this is what the use was for megalith during those times. And different things were buried with different people with different ranks or status. So if a person is having a higher rank in order of their work, he will be being buried, or his rituals, where his rites, last rites would be done in a better manner. So that was according to the rank or the different status. So now Imanghao, it is an occupation and burial. So Imanghao is the post-Harappan archaeological site in Maharashtra on the bank of river Cord. So what is this? It is an archaeological site, post-Harappan archaeological site, which we already studied once, in Maharashtra on the bank of river Cord. So GHOD is the name of the river. So many burials were found here, where bodies were laid out straight with their head towards the north, and with the vessels containing food and water were put near them. So during those times we had these rituals where we used to put food and water near them. So archaeologists believed that most people might have been farmers, because traces of the seeds and grains such as wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas, sesames, and the remaining of fruits such as say berries, jamun, amla, and dates were found. So archaeologists are believing that many of them were the farmers. Why? Because food was being kept over their grains, pulses, millets, and all of it. So this is what we have studied in this chapter of a stone called megalith, how people were buried, what were the things kept around it, how archaeologists had developed it, and so on. So that was it for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.